Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner.
Welcome back. And those of you that are new, welcome. From PJ Media. The latest move by Speaker McCarthy has Democrats in a panic. Well, let's get some reaction. Here's Nancy Pelosi's reaction. Now, AOC and Maxine Waters. Here's a reaction from Representative Swalwell. And last but not least, this is President Biden's reaction. Yeah, just having some fun there, but that's not far from the truth. Let's read on. There's McCarthy there. You know, I do have my doubts about McCarthy. I really and truly do. But so far, he's doing the right thing. Those people that criticize the 20 for holding up the speaker process, I think it's paying dividends. But it's only been a short time. We'll have to see. I think the guy in the background there on the right, Jim Jordan's the one that's going to be doing most of the heavy lifting. But let's read on. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy has so far done a good job at triggering the Democrats by following through with his promises. Yeah, that's... You know, people always say that politicians lie when they run for public office. Everyone that's ran for president has lied but Trump. And they freaked out. Even the ones that kind of supported him freaked out when he started doing the things he said he was going to do after complaining about politicians lie all the time. It's bizarre behavior. But anyway, Kevin McCarthy's doing what he promised. So far, he's booted Eric Swalwell, Ilhan Omar, and Adam Schiff from their powerful committee assignments and established committees to investigate Biden administration corruption. Kevin McCarthy has just made another move. This is what this story is really about. And Democrats are terrified, and they should be. On Thursday, he announced he wants to release roughly 14,000, I think it must be hours of security footage from the Capitol riot. I think the public should see what happened on that day, McCarthy told reporters. I watched what Nancy Pelosi did, where she politicized it, and what she didn't do as well. She refused Trump's advice to take 10 to 20,000 National Guard troops and surround the Capitol and the area for security. The mayor of D.C. and Nancy Pelosi said, no, it's not a very good look. We're for the first time in the history as a speaker not allowing the minority to appoint to a committee and to pick and choose. Well, I'll tell you the truth. I've only got one response to that. Yeah, I got to clap. They say, well, you know what, John? Doing the dirty tricks that the Democrats do just makes them as dirty as them, and we're above that. You know what? Absolute bull. It's time we fought back. It's time we fought fire with fire. It's time we use their own tactics against them. Let them piss and moan all they want to about the fact they're not on committees. They started this battle, and I hope the Republicans can finish it. Not allow the minority to appoint to a committee. Good. We watched the politicization of this. I think the American public should actually see what happened instead of a report that's written for a political basis. And then there's a clip there he talks about Swalwell. But we are going to see a video from some of the footage from the January 6th riot, so stay tuned for that. Why would this terrify Democrats? Well, that's easy. It's the same reason why former White House Speaker Nancy Pelosi repeatedly refused to release the footage. It will contradict the left's preferred political narrative. Is not telling the whole truth the same as lying? Yes, it is. Conservative media has already reported on the existence of footage showing Capitol Police letting protesters in the Capitol building, some of which you can see below. So let's check out some of the short videos that they have so far. Now we're going to see it says Upper West Terrace exterior. Now let's take a look here and see what happens. There's no sound. But look at this. Look on the bottom one. Look at the Capitol Police just strolling by as people walk in. Look at the Capitol Police on top, holding the door open so they can come in. Isn't that interesting? Look at them. Of course, the bottom, they've already all entered. Look at them come in. They got their cell phones out taking pictures, which ended up biting them in the behind because they caught a lot more people from the videos. But look at this. The cops with the doors open, helping them, basically helping them and telling them, come on in. The water's fine. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy. Now let's check out this other video that's on this article.
Police are squabbling with protesters. Oh, there we go.
You see that? Let me go back. Let me go back. Did you see that? Watch the police take the barricades away. Watch.
Police are squabbling with protesters. Oh, there we go.
Look at that.
And they just breached the Capitol again.
Look at that. Look at that. Just pulled away the barriers. Things that make you go, One could only wonder what all the footage will show and how it will contradict the narrative crafted by the left for 2 years. Yeah, the 5 people died because of the riot / insurrection. Not true. One person died, an unarmed 14-year Air Force veteran by the name of Ashley Babbitt, whose mother, by the way, has been running a memorial / protest concerning her daughter in Washington for at least a year, I'm told, was arrested. And guess what she got charged with? Cuffed? You can look up the video on YouTube. This is what Ashley Babbitt's mother handcuffed. And guess what her charge was? Jaywalking. They killed her daughter, and then they arrested her for protesting and having a memorial. One person who was thrilled by the news was Republican Matt Gaetz. Well, yeah. Kevin McCarthy told us he was going to get the evidence out in front of the American people, and that means releasing the 14,000 hours of tapes that have been hidden. I tell you, after looking for people to go through the tapes for him, I'd be more than happy to volunteer. Maybe we should call Washington, call Kevin McCarthy's office or Matt Gaetz or Marjorie Taylor Greene or any of them, Boebert, and say, hey, you looking for volunteers to go through video? You can send it to us in our computer so we can come down to D.C. As long as you pay our expenses, we'll volunteer. That would be a really cool job. But I think they would give more full context to the day rather than the cherry-picked moments the January 6th committee tried to use to inflame and further divide our country. Gaetz told Charlie Kirk. In a little editor's note, help PG Media report the truth about the Democrats' January 6th show trial and political witch hunt against Donald Trump. There's some legitimate gripes against Trump. There's some legitimate gripes against what went on with the Republicans. But those are ideology differences. And I can respect that. Lie upon lie upon lie upon lie. That's what they perpetrate on the American people. And the fact of the matter is now about half of the adult population believes this was an insurrection and that 5 people died defending the Capitol. They believe it all. And they believe that President Trump incited the riot / insurrection. It's an amazing insurrection. Not one firearm was brought into the Capitol when the barriers were breached. Not one. The only weapons that were there, only guns that were there, were the Capitol Police. And rightfully so, because they're police. You see the videos where they open the doors? You see the videos where they move the barricades? There's 14,000 hours to go through. I would love to be a volunteer. Just pay my expenses and put me up in a decent hotel and my meals and my transportation, and I'll spend 2 or 3 weeks down there going through footage for you. That'd be a great experience. But they are panicking. But here's the problem. They can expose the Democrats or what they truly are and what they truly did. But who is going to be listening? Is this going to slowly filter in to CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, all the rest? NPR, all the websites around, Vice, Fox, all of them. Is the Young Turks? No, it's not. And that's the problem. How do we get to people that have been closed off from the real news? I shouldn't say the real news. The entire news, not just the parts they want to pick out. How do these people get exposed to that? I guess we do it with channels like this and word of mouth. But it's helping. I notice now that CNN and MSNBC are letting on some of the new Republicans, and they're holding their own beautifully. The tide is turning. Now is not the time to take our foot off the gas. Now is the time to push it even harder. Now we have them on the defensive. Until the next time, goodbye and good luck.